Basically, I'm working for Archaea Press and we publish these archaeological reports. They're quite well known in the archaeological world. And we sell them.
What we do is set up a camera in a fixed position over an object, in this case a reproduction focus point, and then we take a whole series of photographs with lights from different directions. We use the flash that's visible on the shining ball to reconstruct the surface properties of the object. So it's a bit like doing laser scanning, but entirely or very nearly for free. And why we're demonstrating it here is really to show how easy the process is and how beneficial it can be for analysing and sharing these kinds of lithic data sets.
We both did the Masters in Human Origins.
I came to Southampton to do my PhD.
I did the MA in Human Origins and Paleolithic and graduated in 2000.
In the Department of Archaeology, I did a Master in Science in Archaeological Computing, Spatial Technologies.
I did a PhD.
I did a Master's in Paleolithic Archaeology and Human Origins.
Human Origins and Paleolithic Archaeology. Well, I did a Master's here, but I've just come back for a PhD, just started in October.
I got my Master's in Paleolithic Archaeology and Human Origins.
I'm doing a PhD here at Southampton. I started about a year ago.
Paleolithic Archaeology and Human Origins course here at Southampton.
Yeah, it just had a really good reputation for that kind of course. I don't like it offered the best program.
Yeah, I did some research on the internet to look at what the best universities in the country were for archaeology, and I think Southampton was number 2 at the time, so yeah, it's a good course. It sounded good, and yeah, it was good as well. And yeah.
I chose Southampton because I wanted to do my PhD with Clive.
Apparently there's another place in the world that actually has this program and is top rated, and you do learn quite a lot. The lectures were like brilliant, so why not?
I heard and I read that it's very highly rated for archaeology, and I came here just before I started my degree. And actually, I also went to, I considered UCL as well, and I think York, because those are 3 places that had archaeological computing courses, and Southampton basically was like the most stimulating environment and most interesting people to work with as well. And especially because it had like, there was a lot of diversity, like a lot of people doing different things. So I thought like there's a bigger chance that I might actually explore stuff and be confronted with things that are completely new to me.
Because my supervisor invited me to come and work with him.
Well, my interests lie in the Paleolithic. In this country, there are only really 3 places really you could study the Paleolithic when I started, and Southampton is far and away the country's leader as far as Paleolithic research goes. There was no other logical choice.
Before I came to Southampton, then I researched the universities and the courses they offered for about a year, just to make the right decision. And the reason I chose Southampton is because I felt they had the best course to offer me in Paleolithic research, to give me the skills I needed to kind of go on and kind of continue the research. And I also knew kind of Max work and Paul's work as well, and that was also well, it's pretty much the only place you can do an MA like it. It focuses, there's a massive lithic focus and some of the human origin stuff, and the professors here are great. And I'd heard really good things about it. My supervisor at my undergrad university had been here previously and told me it was really good. So, and I also think when I filled in, I asked to come and look around here and some other places, and the other places were like, yeah, whatever. But when I spoke to Mac, he was so like welcoming and brought me around to introduce me to MA students, and it was just really, seemed like a really nice place.
Well, I applied to several schools in the UK, mostly because my area of focus is Neanderthals, and obviously we don't have any of those in America. So I wanted to go to a university that would have a good program that was related to my field and it wasn't just generic archaeology. And I chose Southampton because I found the staff to be incredibly helpful and friendly. I talked to Will Davies on the phone, and I just felt really comfortable. So that's why I chose Southampton.
Mostly it was because of Karen. She kind of sold it really well to me, so yeah, I just followed her.
It's my local university. I live within a mile of the University of South, so it was very much an easy choice in that way. But also because I was particularly interested in doing this subject, which wasn't offered by other local universities.
Well, we're both still working in archaeology, we're fieldwork archaeologists, so it's just really good to sort of keep up links with the academic side of the subject.
We had a really good group in our MA course, and some of them are still doing PhDs here, so we've managed to keep in touch that way as well.
I think when you spend a long time in a department, you develop strong links with people within there. First Clive Gamble, and then with John McNabb taking over at CAHO. Southampton's very close to the areas in which I work, southern Britain. We've been working on Botsgrove Reefs beaches and the Anatole sites elsewhere in southeast England. And so Southampton has always been a place that's well positioned to participate in the field work. And I like to come here and also lecture to let the students know what work is sort of on their doorstep, what archaeology is in the immediate surroundings of CAHO.
Because I'm doing my PhD now, and I had to remain in contact with them.
Oh, well, I've had good friends here, sort of through the generations, and like overlapping. So they were still here after I left.
I'm also involved in the Belgian Alumni Society back in Brussels.
Matt and Will especially, and CAHO have been so encouraging and kind of inspiring, and kind of instill in you the sense of you can do this, and a sense of belief in yourself that has kind of perpetuated me forward. And it's kind of, I feel such a pride of belonging to CAHO, and kind of just having that connection with so many people who are doing research and kind of sharing information and kind of just working together for the goal. And CAHO is one of the major places you can do this, and it's just such a good kind of place to belong to.
I still go to Mac and Will for advice on a couple things, and I've seen them at this conference, for example.
I live locally, and because I found everyone was very welcoming, and it was a very easy thing to do. They wanted you to keep in touch. They offered you chances to go to lectures, go on field trips, and so on.
If you're enjoying it, why not to keep in contact and come back to conferences or other meetings? And apparently people who like to hear them will help you, and then you'll help them. So it's good for your career.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've already benefited from not only like the networking opportunities in the Alumni Society back in Belgium, but also just like there's some basic benefits, like you can use the library. You get a card. You're part of a group. You get updates of recent research from the university. It's I would definitely encourage it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. Things like CAHO, they run on their alumni. They rely on the success of people who are here to carry on building what we've got. I would encourage everybody to stay in touch with the university. There's so much that the university can actually offer post qualifying to help you achieve your goals, and maybe to come back and do further study. I think there's a lot that can be said for keeping in touch.
Definitely, because it's always been when you leave university you cut your ties, but then you need to continue them. You can bounce ideas off, get involved in collaboration, research projects, and something like CAHO is such a forefront of everything that it feels wrong not to be part of it than it does to be part of it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's good to keep in contact with what's going on, and conferences are such a good place to see researchers coming up and see what's going on in fields you're interested in. And also, if you want to get back into academia, then conferences are a great place to think of new ideas and to get in touch with people that can help.
Absolutely. I mean, it just sort of refreshes you a little bit. There's not many paleo people where I'm doing my PhD, and it's really nice to be in an environment where everyone is focused on the same million or so years. It's not very, it's sort of a broad field, but yeah, it's great.
No, absolutely.
Quite well. We're really happy with the turnout. We're having a very large number of people. And CAHO just gave the opening talk, which went really well. We're very happy that we could announce that he's coming back to CAHO. So it's a very good day for CAHO and for the University of Southampton.
Yeah, it's good. It's really nice to catch up with what's going on in the Paleolithic world, sort of current research, and to catch up with sort of old friends, really.
Yeah, I think it's been really interesting so far. Yeah, it's been very interesting and up to date. And it's been seeing everybody because we've been away for years from Southampton.
I think it was actually amazing. I heard and I saw that the papers were of very high level, and the atmosphere was just great. The food was amazing as well, which is very important. The wine wasn't too bad, so I think it was overall a big success.
Yeah, it's very lively, and it's good to see lots of people I know and people I don't know.
There's been a lot of good mumblings around, so I think it's been very successful.
Yes, it went very well.
Yeah, I think it was very well. We had a very good turnout, so I'm very pleased with that. The talks themselves were quite
It's great to see the mixture of established professionals as well as students, as well as master's students, actually interacting in the same place at the same time, which is what CAHO is about. So I'm very pleased that went very successfully.
And it was a good range of talks with different geographical areas, going from bioanthropological to lithics. It's been brilliant. I think it's going to be a pioneer in a conference kind of continue and talk about kind of research, and it started here as well. And you can just tell that kind of the atmosphere, everybody's here because they want to be here, and it's it's like one big party.
Really well. Yeah, it's been packed both days, which is really good, and the feedback we've had from everyone's been really good. I think the only problem was that there were too many people on the first day, so it was so busy. But yeah, it's going really well.
I think pretty much everyone's happy. I didn't see anything not going smoothly, so I think we did it right, at least.
Fantastic. It's really shown what a wide range of knowledge there is about the field within the university and the interest from outside as well. It's really been very enjoyable and very much worthwhile.
I'm very happy about the whole conference because I heard a lot of comments that everybody had a great time. So that's very important to me, that there was no lack of food. Everybody found the presentations very interesting. It was a very wide